Welcome to Conscious Coupling, where Frederick Gobet and Christy Whitman share their experiences of creating a conscious, connected relationship. Every week, they give practical tools, steps, and processes to help you find the loving connection with your partner. Let's get into today's conversation with Frederick and Christy.
Hey, welcome to Conscious Connected Coupling with Frederick
and Christy.
And today we are talking about emotional intelligence. Now,
how do you know that your partner has emotional intelligence?
More importantly, how do you know if you do? Right? So first of all, what is emotional intelligence? It's being able to understand when it's having enough introspection, inspection of the self,
which is introspection.
Okay, put it this way: it's knowing when you are having some kind of emotion, right? Whether you're feeling angry, whether you're feeling sad, when you're feeling a whoosh of an emotion, knowing that it's you that's having it, and then what is the emotion, and more importantly, what is the communication that your emotion is trying to give you. So for example, if you just all of a sudden feel this whoosh of anger, well, there's communication there. There's information there from you to you about maybe someone pushed a boundary. Maybe you felt angry at someone because they said they weren't going to say something to somebody else and they did. And that's just information for you. Or maybe someone didn't say something or whatever they did. And it's an opportunity for you to realize you're not getting what you want and there's a boundary that needs to be created by you. Or maybe you wanted something and you felt frustrated, or whatever emotion is coming up in you, it's a visceral feeling that you allow yourself to be in the oneness of, to allow yourself to feel it. And when you do, then you are able to then learn what to do with it. Because a lot of times people don't have any awareness that they're feeling anything. It comes out sideways. They don't know how to master their emotions. They don't know how to master their energy. And it ends up hurting the relationship or other people. So when you can be aware that, you know what, I need a moment right now. I'm feeling frustrated by this. And you're able to feel your frustration and then let go of the energy, receive what the communication is from you to you, and then if you need to communicate to your partner, for example, hey, I felt really frustrated about this. I would prefer this next time. Emotional intelligence is really that ability to be connected with yourself. And the more self-aware you are of what your emotions are, the more you are as an energy master.
And that's being self-aware of yourself, because too often people kind of react, as you say, you react when you've got some anger. You'll start screaming on the phone on the middle of the street when you're in New York.
Oh yeah, so my assistant and I, Beth, we're literally in New York City and we're hearing this man, and there's all these people around him screaming at the top of his lungs, "You said I'd get the card!" I mean, we're all just like, whoa.
Now, talk about emotional intelligence.
Right, that guy didn't have much. I mean, it's like you don't do that. It's not a proper behavior to scream where there's all these people, right? But here's where we had our own emotional intelligence. We could feel the energy coming off of him. We all clearly could see that he's angry, and we went around him. Now, if we weren't,
part of having a good emotional
right,
intelligence.
But if we weren't in emotional intelligence, if we would have said something to him like, oh my gosh, I'm having a memory. But if we would have said something to him like, what's your problem? I mean, we would have gotten blasted by this guy, right? So having that intelligence within yourself and also with your partner, when you can see that your partner is angry or your partner is frustrated. Women, what do we love most? When you're frustrated or angry or having some kind of emotion, you're having anxiety, or you're afraid of something, and your partner goes, relax.
All is gonna be good. All is gonna end up well. Just calm down. That's not what the woman wants to hear.
Having emotional intelligence in your couple. Now, we really go deep. I go deeper in this in the Quantum Energy Mastery class about emotional intelligence and what are the steps and all these different things. But we're here to talk about couples. And it's like when you see your partner having a huge emotion coming up, whether it's sadness or frustration or anger, don't tell them what to do. Don't give them advice in that moment. That's not emotional intelligence on your own part to be able to notice what's going on. That used to like piss me off even more. And I know a lot of couples that we've heard from, like the wife is feeling upset and the husband's just like, relax, calm down. And it's like, we don't want to hear that, right? It's like, okay, I see you're upset. Do you need time? What do you need?
So it's not easy in the moment to have that emotion coming at us. I understand that's how I was reacting when I would, see Christy kind of in fear or in anger, and I was like, oh my God, what did I do, right? And it wasn't about me. So it's not about the partner, basically. So what it was, until I realized, okay, this is about her. This is something that's happening inside of her. This is a trigger that's being pushed about maybe a behavior that she experienced in her life somewhere that triggers that type of anger, that type of fear. So I got into a place more of a compassion for her. And now I'm able to understand what's going on and to say to her now, actually, in truthful, to say, hey, I'm sorry that you're going through that. I'm sorry that this is happening to you.
Or just something as simple as, I hear you.
Or I hear you, yeah, exactly.
I'm going to give you space right now. What do you need? Do you need space? Do you need a hug? Because sometimes if I cry, if I'm upset about something, I'm crying, he'll ask me. He won't just come and try to hug me and rescue me. He'll say, do you want a hug? And sometimes I'll say, no, I need my own space right now. Other times I'll come up and go, I need a hug.
And again, it's not personal. Just you're there as a support.
Right.
We are there as a support.
So it's important, this whole topic of emotional intelligence, it's important to understand within yourself. When you have your emotions, what support do you need? Do you need a coach to help you? Do you need to get some healing done? Do you need to have some different processes and tools to help you process your emotion? Gather what you can when you are not afraid, you're not suppressing your emotions, you're having more of a present moment awareness with yourself. You're being willing to take the time with yourself when something happens, when contrast appears. When all of a sudden you're moving about your day and all of a sudden you feel negative or you feel worried about something, to be able to stop and take some breaths and process the emotion, and then do what you need to do to then take the next step to ensure that you are moving in a different direction, that you're choosing something different, that you're not creating the same situation over and over again.
And that you're not creating drama also around
Correct.
it, where you're saying, oh, you don't know how I feel. No, you're right. We'll never know how you feel. We're not inside of you, so we can't understand. We're not you. You're yourself. So that's drama. That's putting drama into your life. And we have a program that's From Drama to Love that explains actually that concept of being in the drama triangle and coming out of it and recognizing that pattern, those behaviors. And they're very easy steps to follow, very easy ways of communicating to each other that will help any couple get out of the drama triangle.
And we're in relationship with anyone. But what's important is that we understand and are able to manage and master our own energy, know where our own energy edges are, especially when it comes to our emotions, be able to be present with ourselves and be able to have that self-awareness. That is the whole process of being able to be in emotional intelligence, and it's something you develop. It's not something that I think every person just naturally has. We have to develop that, but when you do, you are so much more in alignment and using your own free will and can do a deeper connection with your divine self. And there's been studies, like people that have emotional intelligence are more effective at work, they make more money, they're more successful, they have more lasting and supportive relationships. It's a piece that's really, really important. So if you want to even learn more about emotional intelligence, you can go to quantumenergymastery.com, or like Frederick was saying, really understand the ins and outs of the drama triangle and go from drama to love. Move out of the drama triangle and into the circle of love. And you can go to Breaking Free from Drama/love, which is a free 7-day series that you can take advantage of, or you can go directly to From Drama to Love. So thank you so much for being here, for listening, for watching. Appreciate your feedback, appreciate the comments that this information has been helping you. And if you want to go deeper and further with us, you know how to reach out to us. You can always go to ChristyWhitman.com as well. And thank you.
See you next week.
Thanks for listening to Conscious Coupling with Frederick Gobet and Christy Whitman. If you like our show and want to know more, check out ChristyWhitman.com. And please leave us a review on iTunes. Learn how to turn your partner into your soulmate. Join us again next week for another powerful episode.